Now, you've been married 27 years.
This December is the 30th anniversary of kind of our first date.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are you going to do? Do you have any ideas of what you're going to do for your 30th anniversary of when you met?
I'm going to buy a truck, probably.
You're going to buy a truck for yourself?
Yeah. She can ride. She can use it.
She can go shotgun.
I'll probably take her on a date. We'll go out to Jeffrey's. No, I'm kidding.
What was the first date? Where?
We went to the Swingside Cafe in Fremont, the neighborhood of Seattle.
So you're not going there. You're not going to fly her to
out of
Fremont.
business.
It's out of business.
I know. I figured. I looked it up, and it had gone out of business like 5 years ago. It was great Italian food. It was an old house. I think the house is now 18 micro apartments.
Jeez,
what's happened?
Do you remember? Don't be bullshitty.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember looking at her and kind of going, "Wow, wait a minute, I'm really like this could be it. This could be the one."
Yeah. Well, it was like, she was a mail order from Russia.
Here we go. Can't even get serious. Can't even get serious.
And I had 90 days to decide.
I had to do this.
Oh, when I first met her, I was like, oh man, I wonder if someone as attractive as her would actually spend time with me.
Really?
Yeah. And then she did. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, let's go on a date. And she agreed. And I had called my friend Kim O'Neill. It's now Kim Screen now, lives in Bainbridge, Washington. And Bainbridge is the home of
Kurt Cobain.
Pickleball. That's where it started in the 70s.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So there's a little fun fact. People now make, treks out there and leave burnt offerings at the foot of the original. It's now just
pickleball arena.
Flat part of the forest. I remember thinking I have to use all my powers, all my charm, everything I've got and try to get her to like me. So I took her on a ton of dates with money I did not. I had been in a Ford Aspire commercial. They had this crappy car called the Aspire. I think Ford would agree it wasn't the greatest offering.
Now you could say that.
Yeah, they got blown away by the Dodge Neon at the time, and it was similar. Anyway, I was like, oh, I'm going to make all this money off this commercial, and I just started spending, like putting everything in my credit card, and then I got this one big check. Finally, I was like, and I got the money back. So
thank God.
Thank you, Ford.
Thank you, Aspire.
Yeah, the Ford Aspire. I see them once in a while. They're not in great
memories,
shape.
Right?
You don't see them at the Peterson. But anyway, she agreed long ago, and I dragged her down here, and here we are.
Well, let me ask you this: is this too personal? How many dates before you made love?
We were doing it. No, yes, I'm not going to tell you that.
Why not?
I don't know. It just seems weird.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to. I mean, don't you feel like, I was like,
well, I mean, was it fast or did you take a long time to get to know each other?
I was really took my time. I wasn't going to mess this one up.
Good.
Because I really liked her and continue to really like her. And so I was just like, and
that were you a little bit like almost I shouldn't do anything, and she's like,
yeah, I'm not gonna do any. Yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna be
a gentleman,
the nicest guy, and hopefully she'll like me. And yeah, it wasn't like I was just like, I'm gonna try I'm gonna use all my power.
And what was the moment you were like, I definitely want to live the rest of my life with this woman?
I still haven't made up my mind. But
you dick.
Ooh,
27 years, man.
I don't know. I was just pretty sure. I didn't have there wasn't like a come to Jesus moment where I was like, she's the one. It was just kind of like, oh, I'm never going to stop liking this person. And a lot of the people this is going to sound really great. I didn't date people for a long time. I never had I had never had long.
That's honesty. Yeah. Okay.
And it was always like, I was with them for like 2 weeks. And then I was like, I got to spend like 2 months trying to figure out how to break up with them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what am I going to do? And then
it's the worst feeling.
I was like, I'm not annoyed by her at all. and she's not annoyed by me. So this is love. And I mean, she's really annoyed with me most of the time now. But,
yes.
But yeah, I was like, I was just like, fuck, I can't believe how much I like spending time with this person. And then then it just never stopped. And then I asked her to marry me after we were married in 2 years. And everyone.
You lived together?
No.
First?
No.
And people say that's not a bad thing to do. Live with them and then see how they are and then maybe get married. But you said, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, I think it can cut both ways.
It cuts both ways.
Bread.
No.
No.